once you get the table filled in for the pervious and impervious, it'll look something like this over here. And this is on page 6-66. So I didn't go over how to do the pervious, but it's the same process as we did with the impervious. Now the next step says that we have to figure out for each pipe the total area associated to it with the runoff coefficient. So we're looking for this CA value, because the CA value is basically our runoff coefficient times the area that's draining to it. By doing that, that sets us up to be able to figure out Q, because remember, Q equals CIA. So once we set up the CA, then we just have to multiply it by the intensity factor when we figure that out for the time of concentration. So in this example, what I'm showing you here is basically the subtotal, and I misspelled total, so y'all have to fix that. Total. The subtotal areas, the C times A. So in this cell, I'm literally taking this C value, timesing it by this area value. Okay? Now, notice in this one, I want to show it to you. I don't know if this will actually make it bigger or not. It's taking this, in the red cell, it has a $I, $3. So it is always referring to this cell. So once you've got that formula set up, notice if I put 50 here, and I copy, and I go Control C, Control V, Control, hold the Control down, C for copy, Control, hold down, and V for paste. Notice what it did. It always held that up there. So if it didn't, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take this one out. So this is a little bit of Excel lesson also. So I could say just I3, and it's the number. But look what happens when I go Control C, and then Control C, and then Control V. What it does is it drops to the next cell. Now, for us to maintain that, all we have to do is put a $sign in front of it and a $sign beside it. You said F4 does the same thing? Okay, so if I said I highlight it and hit F4, it makes it lock also. That's a new trick to me. I've always put the $signs in it. So if y'all know tricks on Excel, please share. The F4 is faster. F4 is way faster. Yeah, I'm a little old school in it. So F4, once you want to lock a cell, hit Enter, and then just Control C for copy, Control V for paste. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and set up that formula, and notice that I'm taking the pervious area of 0.05 and multiplying it by 0.2. And notice that I have my $sign, my locked cell here. Now, once you do that, you can literally copy the formulas into each block. So I can say, all right, Control C, Control V, Control V. And what's cool about that is that it's always referring to the proper one because the cells are aligned with each other. So as long as it's referencing a cell that is literally in exact, well, in an approximate location of where the other one was, or coinciding the same format like the cell previously, you can just copy and paste. Okay? Now, I'm going to undo that. I also am slightly, I tend to, so I get sidetracked on line weights, so please don't let me get sidetracked on line weights, because you try to make it look nice, and I can go over how to make things look nice later, but right now let's just focus on formulas. So please stop me, because I will end up having to redraw this if I get too far. Now, so this step here, so step 2 says, here's the example of how to do the multiplication. And then step 3 says, do the same thing for the pervious area. All right? Now, on step, I'm sorry, that was step 3. Now, step 4 we're going to have to start with our tailwater. I'm going to pause here, and then we're going to go ahead and in the next one start on our hydraulic grade line slope information.